Hey, hi everyone. This is Trader Shiva. So we have been doing this analysis of EURUSD and XAUUSD. Okay. So if you see, we had created this value area. If you remember from our past videos, we had created this value area. And now we can see some sort of breakdown, okay, from here. So here now the market has came down here and now it has given a nice pullback to these levels. Okay. So now if you see closely, guys, okay. So if you see, this is the candle, okay. See, this is the candle with a good delta, okay. Now if you see there, we have a candle with a good delta. Now wait for the market to come to these levels, okay, to these levels. I think it's almost there, okay. And then we can initiate a downside trade, okay, if market does not go above these negative good negative delta candles and it starts coming down with a high delta, okay, then what you have to look with, say for example it is respecting this candle with a negative delta, good negative delta, and then also if you see if it starts breaking these candle with positive delta, okay. So two things, first of all you have to wait that these candles are not broken, and then it is going below these candles, okay, then that means that our breakdown is confirmed, sort of it is confirmed, because this is the valve area, it has given breakdown. However, there is one thing of concern. If you see, when the breakdown has happened, now look at these candles. See, this is a big red candle, the delta is not that great, and if you see these candles, see this was a red candle but the delta is actually positive. Again here the delta is not that great, and here if you see this particular candle, what has happened, guys, this candle actually has given a lot of negative delta and the market has just reversed from this, okay. So here we can see that this candle, in this candle, all the sellers are actually trapped. And the same story is happening with this candle also. Okay. So these sellers are trapped and actually we are now seeing that the market is going up. Okay. So now just to make, more confirmation, we can wait for these candles. Okay. If the market is crossing these candles, we can take again trade up to this value area high. Otherwise, if it starts reversing with negative, proper negative delta, then we can initiate a trade to the downside. So this is how we should attempt a trade in the value area, okay. So remember our rules, I will repeat them again today in the PDF. So remember those rules and how you should take the trade near the levels, okay. So this is how the euro USD trade we can initiate, and we have already talked about these levels, how to draw the levels, okay. So what I will do, I will put the link of the day before video where we have discussed how we have drawn these levels, so you can note these levels, okay. So these are the levels currently, euro USD, for these are the levels important. So if the market goes upside, we can initiate a trade to these levels, and if it starts going down, we can come to these levels, okay. Then market enters inside this value area to these levels and then further below. Okay, so this was about the euro USD. Now coming back to XAUUSD, guys, this is very interesting here. So now we were actually looking at these value area, and we have seen that there was a lot of consolidation in these zones. Now what has happened, you see, if you see these candles, okay, so market has it has come down, and now if you see here the market has again reversed. But what has happened here, guys, okay, see market has broken out. You see this candle, let me just switch off the market profile. Now you see, and we have to compare. Now you see, if you see this delta, okay, can you see this delta? So this was the breakdown. Now it was a small pullback, and then you see the delta, the amount of delta here, okay. As compared to this, you look at the amount of delta here, okay. So this was the delta we are getting, but then we again got to the pullback, and then we have broken down properly below. Now, we have already told about this in the previous videos that this was a major support level, guys, okay? But what has happened? See, when we say that this is a major support or major resistance, it does not mean that you have to initiate the trade blindly. We have to look what is happening, what is the delta at those levels. So now if you see, prices came to these levels. Okay, so ideally, since it was a support, actually this is a proper value area. Okay, so from here to here, it's a value area. And if it market comes down, market is coming down, now you see it has entered with a huge delta. Okay, it has entered with a huge delta. Now you see the market has given a pullback, and this is what we are continuously talking, that you have to wait for pullback. Pullback has come to these levels, the support level. But what is happening? Do you see any positive delta? There is no positive delta, guys. Now if you see this candle, if in this candle you can clearly see that there are trapped buyers, and once these buyers are trapped, we again saw a good negative delta and the market has started coming down. Okay, so now again we are getting some kind of pullback, but expect market to come to these level, at least these level the market will be coming. Okay, now if the market is breaking down, okay, so let me just go below. Okay, so if the market is going down, okay, this was the major support area. So let us try to plot the below levels. How did we plot these levels? Okay, so what we'll do, we'll apply this market profile, fixed range market profile. Now guys, look at this. Okay, so currently where are we? Currently we are in this value area. You can see this thick area. Then we again have this thick area over here. So if market breaks down, we can see a very fast movement from this level to this level. But then again, there is value area. Okay, so here also again we have to apply the option market theory accordingly. Okay, then we have this value area over here. So these are the important levels for gold right now. Okay, so if the market is coming down, keep on playing at these levels. Keep on checking the strength of the delta, wait for the pullback. Okay, and all those things which we have already told. Okay, so now let us again go back to this PDF and try to analyze, try to revise our theory. Okay, so let me just go from the beginning. So this is, in this page we have talked about the auction market theory. You should keep on playing from value area high to low, to low to high when the market is opening inside the previous day value area. Okay, and when the market is going outside the value area, you have to wait for the pullback to value area level and then initiate the trade in the same direction. Of course, you have to check the strength of the delta. Okay, then we have a VWAP theory. So what is VWAP, guys? Uh, in case of the previous day value area, we are checking the market profile, but market is also creating a new value, okay, on a daily basis. So if the VWAP is flat, it means that the price is inside the standard deviation bands 1. Okay, and if the VWAP is in slope, it means that the price is moving outside the VWAP band, and that is actually the price is in imbalance. So if you see here, we have a flat VWAP and this price is actually reversing from these deviation bands. However, here we can see that the price is in imbalance and it keeps on going in the same direction. Okay, so always mark the value areas with the help of market profile. Now, to understand the current developing value area, you have to look for the slope of the VWAP. Try to create a synchronization from the previous day market profile and the VWAP. Then take the help of delta indicator and always wait for a pullback before taking trades. Okay, so I hope these levels will help you. Thank you, guys.